Hi there, welcome to this short video designed for a Public Relations 1841 course and your upcoming assignment where you need to use an item from the CPRS collection. This video is going to walk you through what the CPRS collection is and how to find items in that collection. So if you're not familiar, the CPRS collection is a tremendous resource that's available to Mount Royal students. It contains material that's submitted for accreditation and for awards for the CPRS membership. So the Canadian Public Relations Society, everyone who applies for award or applies for accreditation has to create a work sample, and many of these work samples are in our collection. Essentially, it's a library of best practices for just about any public relations function that you can imagine. This is a unique resource to Mount Royal students. We want you to know about it and how to access it because you'll be coming back to these resources again and again over your time in this program as examples and best practices that you can learn from. So in this assignment for this course, the CPRS materials serve as benchmarks to help you assess current communication work with CPRS items and new items and assess them and evaluate them and compare them by theme or activity or audience or purpose and explore how a CPRS item, CPRS sample uses the race formula and compare it to how a current organization does. So let me walk you through how to find items in this collection. You start by going to Research Support, Subject Guides and Specialists. Scroll down on this list of subjects to find Public Relations Guide. From this guide, you can see there's a menu along the top here, and there is a menu item for CPRS. So if we click on this, this launches you into this collection and information about it. The items in this collection go back many, many years. The newer ones are all in electronic format, but the older ones are on the shelves in the physical library, which you can't access as easily this year. Although if anybody does want to look at a print item or a physical item, you can submit a request to the library website to get it. I'm suspecting though that most of you are going to be using the electronic items. So these items some of them are quite comprehensive, and they contain all sorts of PR campaign material and documents. Others are just simply summaries of the campaign that outline how they apply the race formula and present the outcomes of their work. So I'll show you a couple examples of what I'm I'll show you a couple examples of what I'm describing here. So here's one, an older one. This is a summary of an item that's in our physical collection. So you can see here they outline the race formula, research, analysis, planning, evaluation. They just give you a brief summary. Below here is a table of contents which indicates that there's a binder on the library shelves full of all this information. And as you can see, as I mentioned earlier, you're finding all sorts of different materials in these items, right? Like kits, email messages, communication strategies. Oftentimes you'll have transcripts from radio promos and screenshots from websites and all sorts of stuff that is useful. That's an older one. Here's an example of a newer one. So this one is electronic only. So the whole thing is here. And you can see this is a work sample submission for accreditation. It's from the AER, and you can see it's quite lengthy. They go through the race formula, their SWOT analysis, all sorts of information that's going to allow you to understand what they did, how they did it, and information that you can use for your assignment. Again, this goes in much more detail. So these are a couple examples of the kinds of things that you'll find. Your instructor may give you a few examples to work from for this assignment, some ones that are good examples of the race formula, but in case you want to look at some on your own, I want to show you how to do that. The easiest way is to go through this search box here. So again, we're on the Public Relations Subject Guide under CPRS, and then we can search here. Now, the items in this collection, the records aren't that descriptive. We don't have a lot of keywords on these records to help you find them that well. So sometimes keywords will work. So you can put in a keyword like media or like energy or social media or something like that, something related to the PR function or maybe the industry. or organization type. Sometimes it's useful just to browse. So you can browse by using the term awards or the term accreditation, depending on what kind of document you want to find. So I'm going to search here, and this will let us browse all the award winners. And we can see here that they start to come up. When you get to this search results screen, you want to lock these filters. This is a specialized search that brings us to the CPRS collection, but if you're going to do more searches in here, you need to lock these filters so that you stay within the CPRS collection. Once we're here, our filters are locked, we can start to scroll and see. It defaults by relevance. If you want to look at the newest ones first, you can change that by using the sort filter and change from relevance to date newest. And you can see the ones we have currently in here are a little bit old. They're from 2015. But if we, for example, look at this Dare to Give one, you can see there's information about the item, a little bit of a description, and then we scroll down to the bottom to access it. And it's under links. You'll find a summary. It'll either say summary or full text online. And you can click on that and get to the document. And again, these vary in the amount of detail they present, but this looks like a pretty thorough one with a good outline of how they applied the race formula here. So, and you can continue to look for more. Some of them will be available on the shelves. If they are available on the shelves, you'll see this, that there's a call number, and you can request them, put a hold on them if you want to look at the print material. If you have any questions about how to do that, use this chat bubble here and ask someone online how to get a copy of a print material from the CPRS collection. That's about all I have to say. It's very straightforward. I hope you explore this collection. I know it's going to be useful for you in your program here. If you have any questions about the CPRS collection, how to access it, please don't hesitate to contact me. My contact information is on the public relations subject guide on many of the pages here, and you can get a hold of me here. Thanks. Good luck with your assignment.